As you can see here, we have scatter plots. What we're going to do now is go through scatter plots and the grids that produce the scatter plots that we're viewing. The highlights of this new functionality are scatter plots for dataset visualization. Tree maps can now be driven from the grids. The grid you see here is on the left. Right here we see a column of strike, a delta column as well, and a volatility column. These are defined by going into the wrench, which is the configure dashboard. Here our grid name is scatter, and scatter is driven off a job that is on your Freeway job section. For this purpose, we have defined it to be SPY option data. And here you can see in the title, this is where we define it. That's just purely for visual purposes on the grid. Under the column section, we're going to define the inputs that we're taking from the job. The first one is strike, the second one is delta, the third one is volatility. After we include these inputs, they will show up as we've seen before in the columns, and from these we can drive our scatter plots. The first scatter plot we will look at is strike versus delta. As you can see on the left, we have delta, and on the bottom we have strike. These are also configured by going to the wrench and looking at the scatter plot configuration. At the top we see the title, strike versus delta. Below that is the X label, that's strike, as we saw before on the bottom. The Y label is delta on the left. And below we have the delta label, which shows us all our points. We have grid, again, scatter, that's the job that we are grabbing our data from. The x-axis is strike, the y-axis is delta, and here you can define color. We just selected blue. And when we click OK, we see our scatter plot. Over here on the right, we have two more examples of this. Again, we are just drawing data from the grid. We have strike versus volatility. And below, we have another scatter plot, which is drawing delta versus volatility.